Happy Saturday, my tarot maniac. So if it's your first time here, I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. And we are going to be taking a look at Bradley Cooper and Gigi Hadid. We're going to look at their numerology and psychic read. I know you guys want the psychic read on here. We're going to be using some tarot. So recently, both Hadid sisters have been in the news because of the Epstein files. And I wanted to really focus on the positive things that are going on in Gigi Hadid's life. I am a tremendous fan. I think she is beautiful. I think she's adorable. I really like her. I think her sister is unworldly beautiful as well. I know, don't come for me. I know there's been some work done, but I do think that they're two of the most interesting pop culture representatives right now. And I think her pairing with Bradley Cooper is super interesting, especially because they're now engaged. We know that Gigi had a child in common with one of the boy banders. We're not going to get into that, but I want to look at the facts in her life with Bradley, because I do think that this is going to stick. And I want to look at some cards and see what their energy really feels like. So thanks for joining me on this. It is Saturday, so I am going to be open for hours all weekend on the Hipsy app, and you can also book with me on the Calendly app. If your last weekend, Valentine's Day, didn't go so well, we can do some love reads. We can look at some numerology. We can have some fun with you all out there. So let's talk a little bit about Bradley Cooper. He's born January 5th, 1975 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, not far from here. He's an Academy Award nominated actor and director known for Silver Linings Playbook, American Sniper, and A Star is Born, which Lady Gaga and him, the chemistry was unbelievable in that. Everyone was suspicious about their relationship at that point. Gigi Hadid, April 23rd, 1995, date of birth, born in Los Angeles, California. She is an international supermodel with international parents. Yolanda Hadid is her mother, and her father, I can't remember his name. I can't remember his first name, but he is a real estate developer, high-end real estate developer. He's not building 2 and 3-bedroom family homes. He is building massive, massive projects. So reports of their engagement surfaced after they were romantically linked in 2023. They seem like a very happy couple. The pictures that I pulled up for the thumbnail, they really look great. So let's look at their numerology. Numerology breakdown. Bradley Cooper, again, January 5th, January 5th, 1975. Just wanted to make sure that I had that right. So he is a life path 1, which is leadership, independent, career-driven, strong will. He does need autonomy. His birthday number is a 5. 5s are charismatic, magnetic, restless, adaptable, and they also lead teams very well. They can lead teams out of chaos. So this is great energy for a director. It's someone who doesn't want to be managed by other people. He's better in that director seat. He's better in a point position of control and authority, both in and out of relationships. Gigi Hadid, again, her birthday, April 23rd, 1995. Her life path is a 6. 6 life paths are nurturers, they're home builders, they're relationship oriented. And I got this energy from her when she was having her child, that she really was looking to kind of plant some roots. She was fairly young as a mother. And, it really does feel like she is a homebody and looking for that safe sanctity and security in a relationship. So her birthday number boils down to 5. 2 and 3, when you add them together, become a 5. So they have this shared 5 energy between them, which I think adds some interesting chemistry to them, because he is able to lead a team, and she's kind of able to nurture the team, if that makes sense, because she has that 6 life path energy. So together, if they had like a household staff, they would really be able to get things done. If they had their own studio, they would be able to really direct the traffic in those studios. So I like that the 5 adds good chemistry between them, fun travel energy, and also entrepreneurial energy that they can tap into and kind of move. So move forward to success. So compatibility, layer number 1. We have a number 1 leader and a 6 nurturer. So the pairing works when one feels respected and is allowed to do their leading. Remember, Bradley's the number 1 here. He's the life path number 1. Gigi is the 6 life path. So she needs to feel emotionally secure. I think if Bradley Cooper is able to cherish her and make sure that she feels like she is this beautiful jewel that's being taken care of, I think this is going to work great. She's got to make sure that, and this is going to sound totally sexist, but she's got to make sure that she doesn't thwart his ability to control and power their relationship into the future. She's going to have to cooperate with him and really lean into his lead. I don't think that that's a bad thing. As far as like her career and management, she can still talk to her managers and her business leaders in that. She can talk to her parents. She can talk to her father. I don't think of this as a power imbalance. It's more of a relationship where they need to honor and respect each other's strengths and abilities. They are complementary if they allow it to be. So I like that. I like this a lot. It's not chaotic energy. It is compatibility as long as they look at it as complementary. So let's pull up the cards because I know you guys are here for the cards. So what is the emotional dynamic psychically out of these 2? Emotional dynamic psychically out of these 2. Building a future together, building a world together, building a new life together. Building a new life together. What are some of the shifts that we're going to see? So for Gigi, I think she's breaking some patterns here. And I don't want to say that she's had historically bad relationships or combative relationships, but I do think that she's got to unpack some baggage. Now, I know she's got a child in common with that guy from whatever that band was. I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. Like, they're not my thing. Harry Styles, bandmate. I do think that she is dealing with a bit of friction in that parenting realm. So does Bradley Cooper step in as a surrogate father? Yeah, I think he does a little bit. And I think that this could potentially get complicated for the triad of that relationship: birth father, birth mother, stepfather. So I think it could get a little bit complicated. I think he's going to have to stay in his lane just a little bit on that one, meaning Bradley Cooper. So what advice do we have for them because the co-parenting came through so strongly? What advice do we have for them? Co-parenting, yes. If they can get mediation in there as needed, I think that's a good idea. The kids always wind up being more dominantly with the mom in many, many, many situations. So I do think that there's going to be some bruised feelings on the part of her child's father because he's going to feel like he's supplanted by Bradley Cooper. He's going to have to manage that on his own time. I think is it not Zane? I can't remember who the guy is. So it is Zayn Malik. I wasn't sure if that was right. Zayn Malik, and their daughter's name is Kai Hadid Malik. So she was born in September of 2020. So she's just over 5 years old. So there's a lot that goes on with that. So I think this will be fine. But Zayn's got to understand that when you break up, you're going to lose time, no matter what. You're going to lose time with your kids. So I think this will be fine. One of the cautions, I think that they need to make the extra effort that Zayn doesn't feel supplanted as a parent. I think they do need to make that extra effort, which is hard when you're a residential parent. It gets very complicated. So back to the relationship. So what is the difference between their public energy and their private energy? Public energy, private energy. A lot of people, I feel, are willing this relationship to fail. I think a lot of people don't like the age difference. And I think a lot of people are like, ugh, what are they doing? Like Bradley Cooper, he's like a runaround. Gigi Hadid, she's cute and adorable. She's not going to want to be with that old man later. A lot of people are saying it's never going to last. It's never going to last. She's not going to be able to keep him on the porch. It's never going to last. But I think that they're aware of this. And I think that they're going to work to make sure that that doesn't happen. So the private energy is celebratory, very rock solid. Remember, 4s are firm foundations that we're going to jump off on. They're going to keep people guessing. They're not too worried about what they're doing in private. They're going to keep people guessing. I do get intuitively that they're trying to regulate the pacing of their relationship. And what I mean, not by the pace of the lifetime of the relationship, but the pacing of their everyday. They're trying to regulate that. It almost feels like they are doing different things at different times. Like she's a morning person, he's a night person. Like, it feels like they're kind of on different schedules. And so that pacing, I think they do need to kind of pare back the things that really don't matter. So if there's a weekly poker night that one of them goes to, they're going to have to pare back on that. If they both play pickleball, but they're playing at different times, they're going to have to make some adjustments. Not a big deal. I don't think that this is overwhelming. It's something that happens when you connect with someone. You have to kind of adjust to their schedule. Greg and I'm a morning person. He's an evening person. Now I get up a little bit later. It's just, you have to kind of do that sometimes. So I used to be a 5 a.m.er. I'm not anymore. I'm not. So what's their longevity potential? What is the longevity potential? We're going to do one card for this, guys. You ready? I'm going to say this. I think that Gigi needs to unpack some of the bruised feelings. Some of the relationship choices that she had in the past are kind of coming along with her, and she needs to unpack that. What about Bradley? Well, I do think that he has a tendency to spoil her. And he does treat her like a delicate jewel. And I think sometimes that seems like currency to her from these past relationships. So what is my advice for them so that they can spend the rest of their... What did I just do? I just turned my deck inside out and upside down. Went all over the place, kids. I've got cards going in all directions here. What is our advice? What is the magic elixir for them? So if they ride the wave of relationship, the excitement, the highs and the lows, that is going to stabilize them, which is a very strange energy to get, because most people, you want to kind of smooth the surface and you want to calm everything down. But for them, it's almost as if the roller coaster excitement of life and their life that they're building together stabilizes them. It keeps him interested, and it keeps her in this place of value. You know, he's got to keep interested in the person, and so the highs and lows of and I'm not saying they have you know, a volatile relationship or anything like that, but you know, I sometimes you need to go on a date, and sometimes you need to have a calm night in, and sometimes you need to go to an award ceremony. It's that excitement that actually gives them a really firm foundation. It's a very strange reading that I'm doing right now. It's very strange. It's not something that I would ordinarily recognize in people. So overall energy in the moment, the wedding is gonna be fabulous, guys. I'm going to tell you that right now, because I'm getting that the wedding is going to be super, super romantic, and like pastels and beautiful pastel sunsets. Like, it's going to be a really beautiful wedding. So we'll see that overall energy, the relationship. They are throwing out things. They're getting rid of things. This is a really good sign, so that they can heal up from past relationships. I do think in the moment they're kind of torn in a few different directions, and I don't know if that is because of that. Are we going to get a multi-level wedding? I think we're going to have a multi-level wedding. I almost want to say they're going to get married sooner than we expect, quietly, and then have the ceremony. I almost feel like that happens. Is that because we have Bebe on the way? No Bebe is on the way. She does not want to be pregnant during her wedding. Just for fun, I didn't have this on my notes, but let's see. Are we going to get a Bebe? Going to get a Bebe. That's a baby. That's a baby. How soon? How soon? Give me a number. 7. I think possibly this time next year. I don't know when their wedding is planned, but possibly this time next year. So getting Capricorn energy here, like Capricorn energy. So what month is it? We're going into the third. So this would kind of make sense. Count forward into December, January, 7 months from now. I don't know. I don't know if she's pregnant now. I don't think she wants to be pregnant at the wedding. So maybe we get a delay of wedding, because this says a lot about Bebe. Got that mama card there. That mama card. So interesting. I mean, he's older, she's not, you know, maybe we're gonna see an announcement. So I don't know. We'll put a pin in it for now. We'll hang out for a little while on that one. So very cool. So listen, last weekend was Valentine's Day. You didn't have a great Valentine's Day. You're curious about compatibility, or what your romantic future is, or whether it's business or life direction or anything like that. It's going to be a great weekend to get a hold of me. I'm going to be open hours on Hipsy all day Saturday. You're watching this on Saturday, all day Sunday. And you can book through Calendly if you're used to doing that. but I would love to see some of you on my schedule this weekend. I'm going to be here all weekend. Angus has a competition, but it's out in Pennsylvania, and we were at the home show last weekend. So I am going to be locked and loaded all this weekend just for you guys. So check it out. If you haven't tried Hypsy, there's lots of discounts that are available for first-time readings, repeat readings, scheduled readings. You can schedule through there as well. The pricing is compatible with my Calendly link. So, but Calendly has some different features there. We can do hypnosis, we can do past life regression, we can do all sorts of stuff. So links will be down below and in the pinned comment if you'd like to book with me and plan your little Yellow Brick Road future, either to love or success or happiness, whatever it is. So hoping that I will see you in my future. I'll see you real soon, guys. Bye-bye.